Well, hello there. We're back, and we're here to have a good time. We're finally out of Limgrave. Thank goodness, right? We're going to be looking at the Stillwater Cave first, out here in Liurnia of the Lakes, to fight a Cleanrot Knight. Yuck, right? He's another boss that's basically just like a regular enemy that they put in here as a boss. But he's pretty like overtuned as a regular enemy, right? He's kind of like the Leonine Misbegotten. He's not exactly a boss, but he's not exactly a regular enemy. The only thing we really care about, like, being scared of here is when he charges forward with his golden spear. We've already seen one of them, and then we're going to see another one here in just a minute, and that does massive damage and hits you with rot if he gets you with it, so you want to watch out for that. And then obviously he's got his thing where he swings on the ground and makes like the golden, holy spears on the ground or whatever. He's got some regular swings. Nothing crazy. There's the running, the golden spear that he wants to get you with. But he's dead now. And up next, we have the Cliffbottom Catacombs, still in Liurnia, which is this area down here that you get to from this grace over here. But first, I realized I didn't want to do this dungeon like using up all of my FP on spells, because I still don't have a weapon, and I would like to have a weapon, and I'm going to get myself a weapon. But there's an invader right here, and he's not a boss, but he's pretty strong for what he is, and for where you fight him, for when you can first find him. He can be very difficult. You get a ton of free attacks after he summons himself in, because he's a very honorable duelist, and he bows, and you just hit him while he's bowing. He's a magic user, so he's shooting some frosty projectiles at you. You can just strafe to sidestep them if you know what they do. The most dangerous thing that he does by far is the Ash of War that he can use with his scythe. And basically what you see is he'll try to run straight up at you. It's that thing right there, the little swoop, swipey, sweep, swipe, the double swipe. That's the dangerous one. It'll probably kill you if he manages to hit you with it, because it'll probably get 2 hits, and it'll probably frostbite you. It's just bad. But apart from that, everything else is like very dodgeable, very not a problem, When he makes this frosty cloud, don't walk into it, because that'll cause frostbite. It's hard to say the windows that you're looking for exactly, because there's certain times where you're relatively safe to hit him after he does something, but you are always on the lookout for his double sweepy swipe. That is so dangerous. You could also just get lucky and have him not use it for the entire fight against you, and then you're good to go. Yeah, there it is. It's very strong. It's very strong. It does a pretty good amount of like forward motion, so he tries to run up to you and use it, and then even if you back up, like, you might still get hit with it as he's coming towards you using it. It's just, man, it's pretty strong. It's pretty strong. Luckily, you're right here at Roundtable Hold, so you just get your runes back and you fight him again as much as you want to. We'll take our free hits in the beginning. He drinks a flask, we get some more free hits. Do some good strafing action there. And then Catch Flame is a great spell. So he's dead. Isn't that nice? And this next part right here isn't a boss, but I'm going to leave it in here because we're going to pick up a little item here. You're not really going to see this in boss kills because I don't intend to use this when I'm actually fighting a boss, but I'm gonna use this little thing to be clearing out the dungeons on the way to the boss, so I don't have to burn up all my blue stuff fighting imps or whatever it is. It's the Cipher Pata? 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 I don't know. It's a fist weapon. Pure holy damage, scales with faith. Perfect for me, right? And then we're back in the something catacombs. Cliffbottom Catacombs, that's what it was. And we're going to fight an Erdtree burial watchdog. Again, yet another Erdtree burial watchdog. But I think this is the first magic one that we get to see. Wow. Look at that slam. It's so strong. It's the same exact thing as the normal Erdtree burial watchdog, but I think it's got a bigger AoE, and I think it's got more damage. And then obviously he has his homing little blue balls that we saw. So, you know, dodge that. He's got normal kind of swings with his staff, just like the sword guy did. He's got the same fire breath attack, so very similar. It's really just the blue balls are the new thing to look out for. But you can see how we can kind of dodge those even though they're homing. You can still punish the jump attack just like you could on the other guy. You can just roll into him and not get hit by it. Get an easy hit or two. He loves to use those homing balls. And there we go. The Kaiden Sellsword Ashes. Alright, and then last but not least is Adan, Thief of Fire, in the Malefactor's Evergaol. We're marking here because there's a spirit spring somewhere around there, somewhere along that cliffside that you would use to jump up to this area. And then you get into the Evergaol, and you get to fight him. He's just a guy, you know, he's just a regular guy. He's got big armor, he's got a flail, and he's got a massive fireball spell. He's not really that dangerous once you know what he does, but the flail can be a little bit weird to judge, you know, until you get used to it. He does that thing, obviously, you just kind of back away and let him do it. And then you can punish him once he's done. And then this is his big spell, the big fireball, floats in the air for a while, and then it looks like an explosion, and then it does a delayed, huge explosion. So don't get hit by that. He just loves using that wild strikes. You just hang out back behind him. There's me getting hit and almost dying in one shot from the giant fireball. Oh, also, if you like to parry, this is a great place to learn that you can't parry flails. So don't try to parry him. Yeah, he just swings his flail a lot, and he has his fireball. That's really all he does. He loves this attack so much. And it's perfectly safe. Like, you just back off and wait for him to stop, and you're fine. Some good old input reading with a projectile spell. That's nice. We're trying to throw some stuff out at him to see if there's anything better than just waiting for an opportunity to use Catch Flame, but there's not. So, there you go. Goodbye, Adan. Whoa, I'm so mad! And then we get his spell! It's terrible, I think. I think it's really slow and not very good. And with that, we are all done for this time, right? A nice, short and sweet, little easy one. Where are we going? I don't remember what we're doing right now. If you've had a good time today, you should consider clicking on any of the buttons that may reside below the video any button that you feel like, whichever one strikes your fancy, you know? Oh, we're trying to see if we can put on the spell. What is it? Oh, it takes 2 slots. So, no. Yeah, no, I can't. That's okay. We are going to come back for next time. And I will see you later.